Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. So, I get up, does a nice coffee, and I turns YouTube on, and Video Craig is live. He's live, but he's talking about the Brett May podcast. Brett May's done a podcast, which I didn't know he'd done, on Not Guilty TV or something like that. And then this Not Guilty TV is asking Brett May questions and talking about, again, he's talking about the Decker Reggie situation, what he did to Decker, which we all know is full of shit. And then he starts talking about, for one reason or another, he's talking about why the fight never happened for me, and he's talking about that time I went down Doncaster last year. Now, I'm glad Brett May's been caught out now, because no matter how many times I tell people that he's full of shit, I remember when that happened, and I'm telling people, listen, Brett is full of fucking shit. He never come nowhere near me. He wasn't looking for me. He was nowhere near the hotel that I was staying at. He started saying that I got escorted out of Doncaster by police, that I was hiding, that I was running, like all this fucking bullshit that he said. And now he's being caught out like just a pure Billy bullshit, a proper Walter Mitty. Now he's being found out as a Walter Mitty. I'm gonna go over it again, and I'm gonna show you the bits where he was just absolute full of shit. First and foremost, I was down Doncaster training with Rico Franco, and Rico Franco had a boxing show on, and my pal's son, who I've really close, one of my best friends down there, I'm not going to say his name, he was one of my best pals, he lives in Doncaster, his son was boxing, little Sonny. You've seen me post little Sonny on YouTube. Sonny is a fucking fabulous boxer. So I went down, I trained with Rico. Rico coaches little Sonny. He said, look, there's a boxing show on Saturday night, do you want to come? So I said, yes, no problem. So we stayed down there, me and the wife stayed down there all weekend. We booked this like weeks and weeks and weeks before we were going. So when this back and forth started with Brett, I was talking to him in private, and I was like, look, I'll try and get this fight on the BKFC. I've been told that you need to keep it clean. Like, you can't start threatening the doorstep people, burn houses down, or start shooting people. Otherwise, this fight will be pulled. I want to fight you, Brett. In my head, I was thinking, this is the easiest money I will ever make in my life. Fighting Brett is just the easiest fight in the world for me. Like, it just is. So I wanted this fight. I really did. Don't forget as well, the reason why me and Brett had a back and forth is because I messaged him in private. The last time he got out of jail, he come out of YouTube with a big fucking pineapple head, saying, I'll fight anyone on this corner of YouTube. So I messaged him in private, and I said, look, we've got a street beef show on. I'm wanting to come back. I haven't fought for 5 or 6 years. Why don't me and you fight? We'll put gloves on. I'll give you 50-50 split down the middle. We could potentially make 5 to 10 grand each. Easy. Do you want to fight? And he never messaged me back in private. But what he did do is started making videos about me. Now, that's a man who doesn't want to fight. Why didn't he just message me in private and say yes or no? Do you know what I mean? Which he didn't. He come to YouTube and started chatting shit because he wanted the back and forth. Anyway, so this back and forth had happened between me and Brett. I'm on the way to Doncaster. I said, listen, I'm coming to Doncaster. Like, if you want to bump into me, you just let me know, and we can pull a camera out, and I'll just smash your head in there and there on the spot. Not a problem. And I did say that, So anyway, the time passes. Me and Brett are getting worse and worse. We're having a back and forth. Anyway, he messages me. He says, look, are you up Doncaster this weekend? I says, yes. He says, look, basically apologising for everything he said. He said, look, I don't mean no disrespect. It's just a YouTube. I just back and forth. I'm just playing the game. I'm just trying to sell a fight. I went, okay, right, no problem. What's the crack? He went, shall we get together in Doncaster and do a little, do a bit of role play, pushing and shoving, and go do a little face off? And I went, no, we're not doing that. I'm down here with my wife. I'm not doing that. Plus, I didn't trust him. Why would I trust him? And from the things that he said and all the lies that he told, there was no way I was going to trust that man. So I said, no. I said, it's not happening. No. I says, look, I don't trust myself anyway. I said, because if you were ever near me, I said, I'll end up whacking you. Anyway, so I goes down to Doncaster. I thought, right, that's it. No problem. Goes down to Doncaster. I was training with Rico Franco. I was having nice food with me missus. It wasn't hard to find me. I was always on Instagram. I was always posting where I was, where we were eating, where we were shopping, things we were doing down there. And on the night, I start seeing all these videos, people are sending me, You know, Brett May's outside your hotel room, Brett May's this, Brett May's that. I've just seen Brett May with a car full of balaclavas on. You know, people are messaging me and sending me these videos. So when I goes on YouTube and I sees this fucking absolute plank of wood sat in a car with people with balaclavas on, and then he's trying to ring me. So he rings me, I'm outside your hotel, I puts the phone down, I goes down, I'm outside the hotel, I'm looking around. No one there. There's no one there. But I thought, he doesn't know where I am, because I haven't told him where I am. You know, so I posted a video on Instagram, the hotel that I was at. I posted it on my story. I did a video, I did a YouTube video to show the hotel that I was at, and he was nowhere near me. He was outside some other hotel. Now, bear in mind, I know he's full of shit, and I wasn't worried in the slightest. I knew this man would never, ever, ever put himself in harm's danger when it comes to me. I knew this man would never be anywhere within swinging distance of me, because I know his type. He's a shithouse. He's a proper scared, fat idiot. You know, so I wasn't worried in the slightest. But my family and all that were messaging me and saying, look, is he outside your hotel? And I was like, nah, he's nowhere near me. He's not going to come to this hotel. But he's putting videos on of hotel rooms getting stormed with shot machine guns and all that. My kids were watching this at home, and they were like, are you all right? I'm like, of course I'm fucking all right. Like, this goon is a fucking idiot. Then Bakewell messaged me. He went, are you all right? I said, yes. He went, look, he's putting videos on tagging the BKFC. So I was like, no way. He's not tagging the BKFC. He went, he is. So I went, look, he's trying to get out of this fight. He went, I know he is. Me and Bakewell had an extensive conversation saying that because he's tagged the BKFC, this fight's not going to happen. So I tried to get in touch with Brett saying, listen, you need to stop, this fight's not going to happen. And he just point blank ignored me. I was messaging him, I was trying to ring him, I was trying to get hold of him, and I couldn't get hold of him. I messaged him and I was hammering him. This fight is going to get cancelled if you don't stop. Like, just stop being a divvy, stop being a goon, stop being a YouTube gangster. We all know you're soft as shite, we all know you're a fucking idiot. Stop with the videos, otherwise this fight is going to get pulled. By the Monday comes, I'm on my way home, Bakewell rings me and goes, and he'd done more videos and more videos and more videos. I'm on my way home, Bakewell said, look, we can't put this fight on. Brett May can't. He said, look, I really struggled getting this fight over the line because he still owed us money from the last show. He never paid his ticket money. He never paid his money. You know, Brett May got paid, I think, 1,500 quid for the fight against Rob Cunningham. I think he sold 4 or 5 grand's worth of tickets and kept all the money. He didn't pay the BKFC. So straight away, he's a fucking rat. So I'm begging to keep this fight on. I'm begging because I don't see an easy way. I don't see an easier fight. You know, I would have loved to for Brett, the easiest fight in the world, to introduce myself to the world as a bare knuckle boxer. And it got pulled. It got pulled because of him. Because he's soft as shite, because he's too scared, and because he purposely got himself out the fight. Then he comes on YouTube saying Venus got escorted by police. Who the fuck am I, the president? How the fuck am I going to get a police escort out of Doncaster? Because that fat, smelly, pig-faced idiot is chasing me out of Doncaster. If anything, they're just going to arrest him. If I did say anything, or I did think, I'm just going to go arrest him and I'll just drive out of Doncaster on my own. Like, it's a fucking idiot. So, watching this podcast this morning, what Brett did, and just telling all these lies, I'm sat here laughing to myself because I thought, you have just been found out as a Billy bullshitter, a proper Walter Mitty. You know, we all seen you shit your pants because of Decker Eggy. You know, and I've said it and I'll say it again. When me and Decker were having a back and forth, if Decker ever comes back on this line, he'll tell you, in private, all I wanted to do was meet Decker. I'm ready right now. Where are you? I'll come see you right now. When you're back at home, you message me. I will come meet you in an instant and smash your fucking head in. And that's exactly what I said to Brett. And Brett avoided me like the plague. But yet on YouTube, he made it look like he was looking for me and he was coming for me. Never was. It's the same with Danny now. Like, it's such a... Honestly, it makes me so happy to see Danny absolutely tearing him a new arsehole, because Brett is absolutely helpless. He's such... There's nothing between his ears. He hasn't got the ability to come back to Danny with anything substantial, anything that holds credibility, anything that can make Danny look stupid. In fact, he makes Danny look better and better and better as the videos go on, because there's nothing between his ears. It's like arguing with a fucking 2x2 plank of wood. He's a fucking absolute dippy Frankenstein dingbat. That's all he is. Like, And to see these videos and to see all this stuff going on now, it's just fucking music to my ears. Because I've been telling you since last year how much of a Billy bullshitter this fat prick is. And that's all he is. A proper Billy bullshitter. And the fact that Shadowboxer and Decker Heggie have had to be the people to expose this fucking fool. Yeah, it's painful because I think I've been telling you for how long how full of shit this fucking fat idiot is, and it's took Decker Heggie and Shadowboxer to expose this fool, and what a wonderful time it is to see Danny verbally abusing him, because he's, like I said, there's nothing between his ears. He's never, ever, ever going to win that back and forth with Danny. Brilliant, man. But yeah, anyway, I thought I'd come on and talk about the time I went to Doncaster and Brett fooled everyone on YouTube as if he was the one coming looking for me, when anyone with half a brain knows that wasn't true. Anyway, God bless, guys. Take care.